Hello, everybody. How are you? Happy Friday. It's Friday today, right? Ozzy says, yes, ma'am. It is Friday today. Today, we're going to be creating a super fun 3D Labubu folio. And you want to know why he's up here? Let me tell y'all why he's up here. Because he's trying to steal my Labubus. We got a new Labubu this week. You want to know something that's really appropriate? This Labubu, he wants my Labubus. He can't have them. Anyways, this Labubu arrived on Saturday from a dear friend of mine, Christy W. in Texas. She knows that I love these. And what is odd is this has been a really rough week in our nation, and we're not going to get into anything in here, trust me. But this represents hope. It's kind of interesting that I would have this Labubu that represents hope that arrived in my mailbox on Saturday. And of course, my favorite little girl, Loyalty, is in the house today. And today we are doing a 3D Labubu project. We had a request last week. Myrna, hi, honey. Myrna from Orlando is in the house. So we had a request last week to do a Labubu project. We did some Labubu tags a couple of weeks ago. Labubus, if you don't know what they are, they're the biggest trend. They're the Tickle Me Elmo of like this year. And kids, actually, I have a couple on my backpack. I love weird stuff like this. I've always loved weird stuff like this. I'm a big fan of just all kinds of weird oddities. They're all over my house. Right, Bubby? We like weird things, like weird looking dogs too, like alien dogs. But kids clip them on their backpacks. So anyways, I want to just switch over my, maybe here, I'm going to switch over my There we go. Okay, so sometimes my internet is last year in Florida, we got hit with 2 really bad hurricanes, and it blew out the entire infrastructure of our system here in Tampa Bay. And so my internet is janky from time to time, and I could see on the screen that it was not doing so well. So I switched over. I hope that's better for you guys. If you guys would let me know. Yes, you guys, this is Oslo. This is one of my 3 babies. Oslo, you say hi. Woo woo. You say hi, Ozzy. Oh, he's like, Mom, I just want those Labubus. I just want to eat those Labubus. Okay, I love you too. Why don't you go play with the girls? Because Mommy's got to work. All right, Mommy needs to work, okay? All right, so today we're going to be doing a super fun Labubu project as a request from one of our members. One of our YouTube fam requested to have a Labubu folio or something like that. Let's do a 3D card. It'll be so fun. So it's actually I love Jack, Nightmare Before Christmas. And so it's actually a Jack theme. It's so freaking cute. So cute. I can't even help myself. It's so cute. So this starts our new series called FRI-YEAH or FRI-YEAH Printables. And there is a link to get this printable. Now, if you're watching this in the first 4 weeks of this, when you go, it's a new system on the back end to help us prevent spam. Y'all, we were getting a lot of spam on our free printable series from YouTube, and so we want to prevent that. So you actually have to it looks like you're checking out. And if you catch us in the first 4 weeks of this live, it's free for you. So just add it to your cart and check out. It's totally free. If it's after the 4 weeks, there's going to be a small like $1.95 or something like that. And they're not very much, just a little pennies to cover all of our expenses here. But I really want you watching me like live and in the moment and creating with me in the moment. But I do know it's YouTube and someone's going to catch me like months or weeks later. And well, this is part of our Friday, our freebie FRI-YEAH series. So let me get the camera over us because we need to get this party started. Nobody wants to like listen to me run my mouth. I'm going to pop up the little image of our project today so you can see it while I get our camera. I'm going to get the camera in the right position here. Give me 1 minute here. And there we go. We have it. And let me remove this. There we go. So here's our little printable for this week. Like I said, we are doing a 3D. Let me straighten that up, my OCD. We're doing a 3D card and a Nightmare Before Christmas theme here. I already have like this piece already cut and I already have all of these pieces cut. So let's go ahead and get started. My piece is, the tabs are kind of funny on it. I realized that when the first that I made, that the tabs were the same color as the thing. And I was like, oh, we got to change that. So when you guys download it, it's going to look a little bit different. It's going to look like that. It's going to have the blue tab so you can see right where those lines are at. I didn't realize what I had done when I did it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is get this piece here and cut off the bottom ephemera pieces. And we're going to go ahead and glue it to the back of the stripe paper. Now, we're just going to take our glue stick here, and that glue stick is about empty. Let's get my glue sticks. Oh boy, let me get a new glue stick. Those glue sticks have seen better days. Ah, yes, brand new one, hot off the press here. So we're just going to go ahead and glue this front page to it, and then we're going to cut it out. I'm a lazy cutter, you guys. I only want to cut this once, not twice. So we're going to do it like this. And some people would be like, it's such a waste of paper. Keep a bucket. I keep a bucket here next to me full of scraps, and I use my scraps in my journals and whatnot. So we're going to cut this out like this. Like I said, I normally have this part done before I go live, but you know what? I love chatting with you guys when I'm here live. And so make sure that you guys pop in and say hello. Hello, Miss Diane. I see your pretty face here with me today. Diane, I think, aren't you the one that requested? I know Deb D. I see Deb D here. Diane, aren't you the one that requested some more Labubu? I think it was you who made that request. Nevertheless, somebody made a request for more Labubu. And I'm like, I think I can do that. I just got to make sure I could get the fan art. This is not my artwork. This is called fan art. And we have to use a little bit of caution because like some of this kind of stuff we're inspired by Labubu monsters, right? We're not actually making Labubu monsters. These are inspired by, wink, wink. So we have to be like really careful. Like you'll never see me do anything when I say Disney and look what we have here, but it's inspired. Again, it's just a costume and a monster. Yeah, you have to kind of be careful with images these days because these companies have deep pockets for attorneys. Okay. All right. When you're done cutting out your piece, I want you to get some black ink. And this is like a charcoal, so it's kind of like a lighter black. And ink up those edges and get rid of like any sort of like white peeking through. This is why you don't have to cut in a straight line because ink will like literally take care of everything for you. Okay, so there's no need to cut in a straight line, you guys. They're called fussy cuts for a reason. Oh, yes. Oh, your grandson, Jack. Well, this is like the most appropriate thing then. This it couldn't be more because we've got our little Jack here with us today. That's so funny that your grandson's name is Shaq. Okay. So next week here for our FRI-YEAH series, we're actually going to be doing some tags. But these tags are actually for the treat bags. For any of you who have kids or grandkids, or even for your coworkers, your neighbors, they're going to be like little treat bags that you put on a Halloween or fall. They're going to be Halloween themed. But you can always take my templates and use them on fall paper and make fall ones too. But next week, we're going to be doing treat bag tags. Okay. And you can see how there's like a little bit of white. I'm going to put my scraps in my bucket. All right. Get some ink on these edges. I was asked last week about my shirt, my shirts that I wear. And I was asked, is that, so my shirts, just FYI, My shirts, SCAD, SCAD. SCAD is the Savannah College of Art and Design. No, I did not go to SCAD. However, Savannah is like my second home. I have actually never lived there, but every time I go to Savannah, I'm pretty sure that I lived in Savannah in a former life. No joke. So I love the college there, what they represent. It's an incredible art community. And so whenever I'm in Savannah, I do whatever I can to support those amazing artists and students. And a lot of them sell in the local park there in Forsyth Park. And I just love going there and supporting them. And so I love wearing my SCAD t-shirts when I'm live and show that I love you, I support you, I accept you. Art is a big part of my life, as well as the artists, not just art, but artists are a huge part of my life. So anyways, so anyone know the background on my shirts? As you'll see me wear SCAD shirts. So, okay, we have this part done. Isn't he cute? Marcia, thank you. Marcia's like just jumping on. These are too cute. Oh my God, I know. Aren't these adorable? Okay, so we're going to get, this is the card portion. And I want to get a piece of ribbon because I'm going to have some ribbon to tie it close. And I've got a whole bunch of ribbon over here. And let me just see what I've got. I think I'm going to use, ooh, yes, please, trick or treat. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, let me set that aside. Okay, these pieces here that are the bats, those are the inside. So let's set those aside for right now. Okay. All righty. And we're going to take these two here and we're going to attach them. And I'm just going to use some of my Tombow. This is a recycled fishing net tape. I love this tape. It's good stuff. It can be a little bit hard to find. You can get it on Amazon. I don't know if it's on my Amazon list or not because I had it on my list. That's wrong. It was upside down. I had it on my list and then it always sells out and can be a little bit hard to get. But I like product. And then I just put a little bit of glue. You can also use the Amazon cheap ass tape that I've got the link for that down below. And you can always get the cheap ass tape. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, there we go. All right. Yay, yay, yay. All right, and then we're gonna take this and then we're gonna fold. Okay, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna fold it kind of like in the halfway mark there. Okay, we're gonna take this side and we're gonna fold it to the halfway mark on this side. Okay, a little card there. All right, now here comes Jack Jack. Oh my God, I kill myself. That is just so freaking adorable. Oh my God. Yes, please. Just yes, 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 please. He's so cute. Thank you, Jack Jack. Okay. And then when we get ready to do the second one here, now usually the first one I just kind of eye it, but then the second one, we got to make sure that he lines up right. We got to make sure Jack Jack lines up. Okay. And it's a card, it's art. It's not going to be like, you know, we're not talking about precision here, but somewhat line up. And especially if your kids are doing it, y'all listen. If you get kids and you're doing artwork with them, don't correct them. You let them do that art any way they want to do that art. And if they want to make it lopsided, you let them make it lopsided. Kids learn by what they do. And if they finish their project and they don't like what they have, they will know the next time how to do it better. But if we're always correcting them in the way that they do it, then it's just going to be problematic. It's like they're never going to have they're never going to trust themselves in their art. And so we just need to allow these children to create art any way they want to create art. Okay. Perfect. Yay! Oh my God, he's so cute, right? Okay. Now we're going to open this up. And I want to make a tie so that we can tie him up, okay? So we're going to cut a little bit of this ribbon. All right. And I think we're going to do it like, maybe like about right here, I think would be good. Okay. And I'm just going to do a little bit of double-sided tape for right now. See, I put that upside down. Oh my goodness, Serena. Okay, let's do that. Right there. Think about like right there. Okay, that looks good. Okay. All right. Now I do want to I'm going to get some regular tape, and I'm just going to kind of like tape over that. Kind of hold it in place. Okay. And then these are inside pages, just like this. So we're going to just kind of cover it up. Cover up our lines there. All right. And then we can trim on the outside. You can also use double-sided tape here if you'd like to. With cards, I just tend to use a lot of glue sticks with cards. I don't know what the right way to do it is. Remember, I'm the uncrafty crafter here. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Just kind of find your, let me show you. Find your center point. See that center right there? And that's where you want your paper to go, because it's easier to trim the outside edge. And then make sure you get it. It's funny going back to my first YouTube video that I did here last year when I did my very first journaling kit. And it's hysterical. I watched the video. It's a cringe-worthy video. I won't even tell you which one it is because I don't want you guys to go watch it. It's so cringe-worthy. I put so much liquid glue on this project. I'm surprised the paper didn't melt away. There was so much glue on it. I'm surprised that I don't think anybody has like actually watched the video, but it has so much glue on it that it was like utterly embarrassing. So much glue. And I'm like, how did I even function back then? Just don't even know. And there doesn't look like there's a whole lot to trim. Now, I do see white inside of here, and that is enough to annoy me. Diane said, I thought this is so cute. Of course, it's one. No, actually, Diane, you missed the beginning. Actually, Diane, if you add it to your cart, my lovey, and go to checkout, it's actually free. It is not. So Miss Diane, go ahead and log into your cart, like add it to your cart. We have to change the way we're doing our printables because we were getting a lot of people not putting, we were getting a lot of bounced emails and a lot of bad emails and a lot of spam emails from the way that our printables were done. And so we're calling this our new FRI-YEAH series. And in our FRI-YEAH series, the printables are going to be free for probably the first 4 weeks. And then after that, there'll be paid printables after that, like a quick fee. But Miss Diane, that printable is actually free. If you just put that in your cart and check out, you will get a free printable. So it's just a way for us to keep the spam down because it'll be delivered to you in your email So you'll get 2 different emails. You're going to get an order confirmation email. I already tried it beforehand, so I wanted to make sure I could explain it right. You get an order confirmation for the order, and then you'll get another email delivered to you almost within like 30 to 60 seconds with the printable ready to go. So we just have to change the way we're doing it a little bit. I'm sorry that people had to ruin the fun, but when you end up with hundreds and hundreds of bounced emails from people adding in their fake emails, it actually it's not cool. So we just had to change things up a little bit and make it a little bit more accessible. So and if you have any questions about it, Miss Diane, you can always send me an email, vintagepressstudio@gmail.com. Oh yeah, that's so cute. I'm so happy with that. Okay, cool. All right, so now this is the folio part of our card. And we have lots of like little different folio Labubu options. And you can just kind of do that. Another one. I think I'm going to do that right there. And then do that there. I think I'm going to put, I always say lay it out before you actually do it. That's so cute. Okay. And then we're going to get out into some fun like dangle stuff. And let me see here. And get my little binder clips. I taught a class last weekend, and I taught the Haunted Mansion class last weekend, and that one went so well. And I had this young lady in the class. Her name is Lily. She's 17 years old. And the way that she put together, you know, I want to allow everyone to put their journal together how they want to. And the way she put her journal, the way she decorated her journal, I guess you could say, yeah, it was so beautiful and so unique. And I thought, oh my gosh, I would have never thought of doing that. I would have never done that. It was really cool to watch. The way she layered things, the way she used like folios, the way she used these, it was completely, I think I need to do like more teenager classes and see how their minds think. Okay. And I've already inked the edges, oops, on these. And also too, in the printable, you will get 2 extra digital papers, Labubu papers, to go and create additional tags or folios or folders or whatever your heart desires. There's Christy now. Christy's the one that sent me the blue Labubu. Hope. She was at a Comic-Con last weekend or a couple weekends ago and picked that up for me. And so I'm so grateful because I don't get out a lot here in Tampa. Okay. All right, we're going to kind of set that aside right now. Yeah, Deb, it's so cool to see these kids. So cool. Like they just, the way they think is just completely different. So we're going to get our envelope pieces here and get these put together. And you may need to trim the side a little bit depending on how stellar your folding is. Clearly mine's not that great. Too much coffee will make you do that. I don't know what I've done there. Oh my goodness, Serena. What in God's name is that? Okay, terrible. All right, let me get some ink going. Alrighty, got a little glue on this. You can also use tape. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue. Here. And then another one here. These are actually designed to hold gift cards because, you know, in a card experience, it's like thinking about how people would use the card. These are actually designed to use for gift cards. And let me get some ink up. And that. So my niece in California, my spirit child, but she's my niece, she had to have a medical procedure this week. And she's the one that got me hooked on these Labubus. Cammie, it's all your fault. Girlie, it is all your fault that you got me hooked on these Labubus. So I thought, so earlier, you know, when Miss Diana had asked me last week for something Labubu, and then Cammie had a medical procedure, I was like, you know what? This is perfect because I can give Cammie something to do this weekend while she hopefully takes it easy. She's 13, so I don't know if 13-year-olds know how to take it easy, but at least give her something to do this weekend. She's at, her mom, Sarah, said she went back to school today, which I don't know how I don't know. Kids are like much more. I know if I had a biopsy done, I wouldn't be back to school like a day later. But anyways, but all is fine there. So nothing to need to worry about that. But anyways, I hope she lays low this weekend and makes a Labubu card. Maybe she can bring her friends over and make a little card. Oh my God, that's so cute. I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Love, love, love. That is adorable. Okay, I'm gonna get some little Velcro doohickeys here. I get these at the $1 and Above store. The more than $1 store, as my son calls it. We're gonna cut them in half because they're kind of big for the envelopes. Probably would have been easier to cut that off before I did it. I was trying to tell you about Etsy, JJ by the Stormzy Friends of Labubu. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Yeah, I did have to purchase these. I had to purchase these and commercial rights for them to be able to make a printable out of them. But it's fine. I don't mind. It's for a good cause, right? Support another artist. Although most of these images, I believe, are AI generated. I don't really think that there's a whole lot of like original art going on here, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. All right. So in the file, there's little clip arts, and so these here are to make what I like to call dangles. All right. And so we're going to cut out, we have our tags here, and we got 5 little clip arts. You guys look at the friends. Look, this is so funny. Look at Chucky. The Chucky doll. And we got the witch here. And then, oh, look. Mike the Chainsaw Massacre. Oh my God, this is terrible, Serena. I don't typically like this kind of Halloween, but you know, it is okay. It is okay. It is fun. It makes us smile. And this week we need something to smile about, that's for sure. Okay, so these tags, I'm going to make some dangles and kind of lay them out. Like that would be, let's put that one on that one. That's cute. And then let's put that, look at that right there. That would be adorable, right? So let's make that a dangle. And I'm thinking that I want this to be a dangle. And I'm thinking I'm going to leave this one here as is. That one I think I'm just going to leave as is. And I don't know. These here, I'm just going to leave these as cards. I'm not going to make these into tags. I didn't put a hole punch marker on these because I think we're just going to like put these and you can write little notes to your friends or like a get well card. Maybe your niece or spirit child is recovering, or son or daughter or grandkid, and you need to cheer them up. You can just cheer them up with a little Labubu. Okay. Making sure that these, let me get my little, sometimes I get a little wild with the glue, and the glue, you know, gets in places it's not supposed to. Just use my little stick here. That's good. Okay, good. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And you could even like glue. Ooh, I'm gonna glue that one. Look at that. Oh, what printer do I need? So down below, Miss Teresa is, by the way, you guys, that's my good friend Teresa Smith. She's from Oregon. She's one of my good old longtime pug friends. And anyway, so Teresa, down below is a link on Amazon of all the things you need to print. But I use an Epson 2850. It's an eco tank printer, and what's amazing about it is the ink refills. I get about 2,000 prints per ink refill. And the ink refills are $20 for about 2,000 prints. So I can print a sheet of paper with the cardstock and the ink for around 5 cents-ish cost per sheet to print. So it's super affordable and it's great. It does a great job for printables. So the paper that I used is down below. And then also to the printer and the ink and all of that I use, there is a link down below on Amazon. And when you click my links down below on Amazon, y'all listen, those are affiliate links for Amazon. And that is the best way to support somebody on YouTube, is to click their affiliate links, because we don't really ask for anything in return. You know, like I love giving away for free here as much as I can. And even though I pay for these files, I love giving away as much as I can for free. And the best way you can support me is by clicking my links. Now, in Amazon is a little bit unique because I actually donate. I get paid in gift cards from Amazon, and those are actually donated to my son's marching band program. So you're not just supporting me, but you're supporting Gaither High School marching band here in Tampa, Florida. And it's such an amazing organization. We're one of the top bands in the state of Florida. We had, counting color guard this year, we have almost 200 kids in marching band. It is no small operation, that's for sure. So I spend my Fridays, when I get done with my live videos here on Fridays, I head to marching, and I'm there until 11, 12 o'clock at night every Friday. I feed my kids. I help my kids get dressed. I help them with their instruments. I am mom to these kids until the minute they get off that field. And I can't imagine doing anything else for them. This is my last year. My son is a senior this year. It's hard to believe. Actually makes me really sad. But, you know, it's time for the next journey of our life. I mean, maybe next year when I'm not dealing with marching band, you guys will get me a lot more on Fridays. Okay, so this is a dangle. And so here's a little dangle with a little ribbon. A little ribbon tip for you guys is to fold the ribbon. Let me show you guys here real quick. When I say I just learned this recently, it wasn't that I had to learn this. It didn't occur to me until recently. Fold your ribbon in half like this. Put it through the hole. Open it up and push it through. That way your ribbon doesn't keep coming untied all the time. And then if you want to give it a little bow, you can give it a little bow, or you can add another piece of ribbon onto it, however you choose to do that. Oh my goodness, Labubu everywhere. Oh my God, this is Labubu amazing. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put this over here because I think Chucky needs a friend over there. And so here's like a cute little one. I'm going to put this one like up here, like that little one up there. So he's kind of like sticking out. Okay, let's see. We got, oh, you know what? We've got these like envelopes. Let's put, we could cover that paper up. I don't know. I'm just going to like just put that in there because I don't really know where I want that to go. And this one is designed for back here. Oh, yes, it is all coming together. So you know that cheap ass tape I buy on Amazon? Funny, you guys, funny but not funny, is that the sticky part is on the outside and the other part is on the inside. It's supposed to be the other way around, like it's not. And so the cheap ass Amazon tape must have rolled it backwards. So the tape sticks to me. It's hysterical. It's so funny. And I had that tape in class. It's just this one roll out of the batch. For some reason, it wasn't. So if you see me struggling with the tape, it's not my fault. It's my cheap ass tape from Amazon. I know there's some people like, you know, you can get better quality tape. I'm like, yeah, you can, but I'm choosing not to. So I'm going to stick with my cheap ass tape. That is, oh my God, you guys, is that not the cutest thing ever? Okay. All right, so here's another one. He's like Batman. Okay. We're going to put him, I don't know, we're going to put him up here. Nah, we'll put him right here. So many options, right? I think I'm going to put him right here. So many options. All right. And so you have a few more tags here that you can make some more dangles out of. Like there's another one here with, you know, Mike. And you can do that. You can do all sorts of more dangles, more cuts. You can even take the friends that you have left and you can put friends over here and just do like little clip arts. Like if you want to do like one right there, add a little something on the back of it, you can do that. And then when you're ready to give it to a friend, let me just get this so it folds right. You can tie up your little Labubu. You can tie him up like this. And then I'm going to show you guys a little tip here. You can fold it in half just like this. And inside of the kit, you have 2 bonus pages. And you can actually take these bonus pages and you can make an envelope. Use your imagination. You can actually make an envelope for your Labubu to give it as a gift. All right. So isn't he amazing? Oh my God, he's amazing. He's so cute. He is so cute. This is Jack for the win right here. So anyways, I hope you guys have fun this weekend creating your FRI-YEAH project. That's what we're going to start calling it here. And there's going to be a new series here. One of my playlists on YouTube here, it will be a new playlist this week called FRI-YEAH Projects. And we have the Friday printables, and now we have FRI-YEAH. So make sure you guys get this downloaded. When you add it to your cart, it does say that it's $1.95. But if you're catching me through the month of September of 2025, it's actually on the house. Just add it to your cart and check out, and it should say 0. If it doesn't, send me an email at Vintage Press Studio, and I will be happy to help you. So let me get my camera switched over so I can see your beautiful faces before I get going. And maybe here, maybe, there we go. Ah, there we are. Hi. So anyways, yes, so Diane, please check out. So I hope you guys enjoy making Jack this weekend. And I'm so in love. I don't know who I'm gonna give these to, but I feel like making a whole bunch of them and sending them out to random people. Random people. So anyways, you guys have fun creating your little Labubu 3D Halloween Nightmare Before. We'll call it the Nightmare Before Paper Projects project. I think the Nightmare Before Christmas is actually trademarked. So I may have to change my. I just thought about that. I was like, ooh, that might be trademarked, and I wouldn't want to offend anybody. So you guys, I hope you have an amazing, fabulous weekend. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love you guys, and we'll see you guys back here next week. Bye, everyone.